Arda Turan is a Turkish footballer who plays for Spanish club Atlético Madrid in the Turkish national team as a left winger. At the age of 21, prior to the 2009 Euro 10 season, he was made the captain of Galatasaray. He is mostly known for his ball control, dribbling skills, and vision. He is the first player born in Turkey to win the La Liga title, doing it in the 2013 Euro 14 season with Atlético. Arda has 71 senior national caps and 14 goals for Turkey, and following a successful UEFA Euro 2008 campaign, he was ranked 8th in a selection of the 100 best young football players in the world piece published by Spanish magazine Don Balacubden in July 2008. Club career, Galatasaray. Arda is a product of the Galatasaray youth. He was promoted to first team by Liga in 2004 Euro 05 season, making his official debut against Bursaspor in a Turkish Cup match on January 22, 2005. Vestel Manizespor. He had a spell on loan to fellow Zawan Quarter League side Manizespor in the second half of the 2005 Euro 06 season. In 2005-2006 season, Arda Turan scored 2 goals for the team based in Manisa. Galatasaray. He was recalled for the start of the following 2006 Euro 07 season and quickly broke into the first team. It was during this time that he received his first senior international call-up. Arda helped Galatasaray qualify for the following season's Champions League group stage. Arda continued his development in the 2007 Euro 08 season, scoring 7 goals in the second half of the season. At the start of the 2009 Euro 10 season, Arda was handed the captaincy of Galatasaray, and was handed squad number 10, which had previously belonged to Metin Oktay, having previously worn number 66. As captain at the start of season, he guided his team to 6 consecutive league wins games, which put Galatasaray comfortably at the top of the table. In the 2010 Euro 11 season, Arda was troubled with injuries and played a limited amount of games. By the end of the season, he had played in only 12 league games, where he scored 2 goals, and in 3 Turkish Cup games, where he scored 1. His stunning performances over the last 4 years of his Galatasaray career led to interest from Spanish club Atlético Madrid. Atlético Madrid. In the late hours of August 9, 2011, it was announced that Arda would be joining Atlético Madrid for a fee of $12 million plus bonuses, making him the most expensive Turkish footballer of all time. He was handed the number 11 shirt and made his 2011 Euro 12 debut on August 28, 2011 against CA Osasuna, coming on as a substitute in the second half. He made his UEFA Europa League debut on September 15 against Celtic, starting the game and assisting a goal. On September 18, Arda was again selected for the starting 11 and notched 2 assists. On October 25, Galatasaray president Anıl Aysal stated that Arda will come back to Galatasaray in the future under right of first refusal that was signed between Galatasaray and Atlético during an interview with Liga TV. On November 30, Arda scored his first goal for Atlético in a Europa League game against Celtic with a powerful volley. On December 11, Arda scored his first league goal with a driven volley just outside the box. In the Europa League game that followed, Arda netted again in a 3-1 win against Rennes. Arda scored 2 goals in 2 minutes as Atlético defeated RCD Espanyol 3-1 on April 22, 2012, to move his side into 7th place and just 3 points behind Malaga CF for the final Champions League spot. On May 9, in the 2012 UEFA Europa League final against Athletic Bilbao, he made an assist to his teammate Radamel Falcao, which made the match 2-0. Arda's number was changed from 11 to 10 before the 2012 Euro 13 season. He began his season with a game-tying long-distance screamer in Atlético won a Euro 1 opener against Levante UD. He then won the 2012 UEFA Super Cup with Atlético against Champions League victors Chelsea, assisting Falcao for the 3rd goal of the game in a 4-1 victory. On September 16, 2012, Arda scored the 3rd goal of the game against Rayo Vallecano in a 4-3 home win. He was instrumental in Atlético's wins in their first two 2013 Euro 14 Champions League matches against Zenit and Porto, scoring a goal in each match. On April 30, 2014, he scored the last goal of a 3-1 away win against Chelsea in the semi-finals of the Champions League, sending Atlético to the final for the first time since 1974. On as a substitute an hour into the match, Arda scored the decisive goal in the 76th minute for Atlético in their 1-2 away league win against derby rivals Real Madrid on September 13, 2014. After the game, Simeone hailed the impact of Turan on Atlético's game. International career. Arda is a Turkish international regular, having made over 50 appearances for Turkey at senior level. He made his debut in the 1-0 friendly victory over Luxembourg on August 16, 2006, having worked his way through the youth national team at the under-19 and under-21 levels. He scored his first international goal on May 25, 2008 in a friendly against Uruguay. Arda featured in 9 of Turkey's 12 qualification matches for Euro 2008, and starred in the finals of the tournament itself. He scored 2 goals during Turkey's progression to the semi-finals. The first was a last-minute winner against co-hosts Switzerland in their second group game to knock them out of the competition. His second came in the final group game against the Czech Republic, in which the winner would go through to the quarter-finals due to identical records. He scored Turkey's first goal in the second half, beating Petrach with a low shot, which led to Turkey coming from 2-0 down to win the match. He also successfully converted a spot kick in the penalty shootout against Croatia in the quarter-finals, taking Turkey to the semi-finals, where they were eventually knocked out by losing finalists Germany. Arda scored 2 goals during the qualification rounds of the 2010 FIFA World Cup, but ultimately Turkey failed to qualify from their group. After a qualifier in September 2008 between Armenia and Turkey the two sides having historical political problems both teams received a FIFA Fair Play Award for 2008. He scored the Turkish national team's 600th international goal in a 2010 World Cup qualification game against Estonia on September 5, 2009. Arda scored 4 goals for Turkey during the qualification rounds of the UEFA Euro 2012 Euro 2 against Kazakhstan, 1 against Belgium, and 1 against Austria. Turkey, however, could not qualify for the final stages of Euro 2012 after being eliminated by Croatia in the playoffs. Career statistics, as of September 24, 2014. Outside football, personal life, Turan states that he enjoys being compared to Lionel Messi but states that Messi is the greatest player in the world. He is also highly involved in work with the Galatasaray youth setup, particularly with the under-21s. He is a regular follower of their games and offers them support. On November 16, 2008, Arda collapsed during a game against Istanbul BB. After being rushed to hospital, he was diagnosed with cardiac arrhythmia. The day after the incident, doctors declared that Arda was in good health and that extreme exhaustion caused the arrhythmia. In November 2009, he suffered a minor bout of swine flu but recovered within a few days to resume training. He has a passion for cars and currently drives an Aston Martin DB9 and Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, according to the Turkish press. In early January 2009, he was involved in a serious car crash in Istanbul, which totaled his car. Fortunately, Arda suffered no injuries and continued training with only cuts and bruises. Arda had been dating Turkish actress Sinem Kobel since August 2009. The pair became engaged in January 2010. However, they split up in late 2013. Charity. Turan is also known for his humanitarian work, especially in the helping of sick children. On May 11, 2014, Turan was announced as a Goodwill Ambassador for Khojaly massacre. Turan's ambassador activities are aimed to raise awareness about this issue and promoting world peace. Media. In January 2011, Arda was voted as the 3rd most popular European footballer of 2009, as well as the 14th most popular footballer in the world, by the IFFHS. Arda Turan will be featured on the cover of the video game FIFA 15 in Turkey together with Lionel Messi. Honours: Galatasaray, ZAR 1/4 Lig, 2007 €08, TAR 1/4 KIYEQ Passa ± 2004 €05, ZAR 1/4 Kipper, 2007 €08, Atla Copyright Tico Madrid, La Liga, 2013 €14, UEFA Europa League, 2011 €12, UEFA Super Cup, 2012, Copa del Rey, 2012 €13, UEFA Champions League runner-up, 2013 €14, Supercopa de Espanha ±A, 2014, Turkey, UEFA European Championship, semi-finals, 2008, individual. ZAR 1/4 Lig Player of the Year, 2008, 2009, 2010, Super League Top Assister, 2008 €09, 2009 €10, Best Turkish Player in Europe, 2011 €12, 2012 €13, IFFHS Most Popular European Footballer of 2009, references. External links: Atla Copyright Tico Madrid Official Profile, Arda Turan Euro FIFA Competition Record, Arda Turan Euro UEFA Competition Record, Arda Turan at national-football-teams.com, Arda Turan Career Stats at Soxabase, Arda Turan at footballtop.com.